My name's Zio, and we've got us a headline to unpack here. Man, this one's a doozy. Our man hero is back once again to give us a scoop on what's in store for the month of July. As you know, July is an anniversary month for PSO2, and Central City is getting decked out for the occasion. And you know the rappies can't resist either. Could they get any cuter? Hey, wait, is that a Lillipin? Is that Shandy dressed like a Lillipin? Yep. So these legally distinct Ewoks have shown up in Aleo, and Shandy wants us to get to the bottom of it. She's got the goodies in the shop. You know the routine. It's your standard assortment of accessories, capsules, motions, arms refiner 2s, and of course the new Revol Coat Weapon series, and of course some limited time tasks. There's also a brand new limited time quest called Nazun's Big Quiz that will test your knowledge of NGS related subjects. This is more than a mere test of brute strength. I like how they're incorporating other gameplay elements in these things. I wasn't expecting much from the Sonic one, but I came away from it being pleasantly surprised. Bravo. I just wonder how many sets of questions you're going to have with this, as eventually you're going to know all the answers. Now, I don't typically cover the scratches in these videos, but since we have a lot of cosplayers in the community, I'll make an exception here. Hitsugi and Enga fans can rejoice now that we're getting NGS versions of their costumes, both the avatar form costumes and their respective weapons. Oh, and we're getting Lillipins too. There's someone in my alliance who really likes these little guys, so I'm sure this has made their day. Now, for those who weren't around last year, they are bringing back the NGS Matoy and Persona costumes. So the final fight in Chapter 5 was certainly a fun one. Well, how about that fight in UQ form? This is the new urgent quest, Remnants of Ambition. All this happens on July 5th. July 12th brings us the new limited time quest, Fortress in the Forest. Now, you'll want to make use of the environment here like the Hindress lilies to take care of your foes faster. Did someone say touch grass? Yeah, you'll do a lot of that here. July 19th brings us new goodies in the shop, and a trigger version of the Remnants of Ambition urgent quest. Now, July 26th, the World Trials come back. On top of that, we're getting another version of the quiz game, but this one's a bit more advanced. This one will have you answering questions about the locations of Ryuku devices, among other things. So that was the month of July. Now, what awaits us in the latter half of 2023? In August and September, we're getting a new 8-person standing quest that takes place in Lucille. We're also getting the ultra hard quest that they promised us a while back. They're also giving us 6 limited time quests. The Alliance spaces are also coming in addition to Retem themed build parts and terrain. So if you wanted to build that desert paradise, well, here you go. They're also giving us part 2 of Chapter 6, and they're going to be rolling out story updates every 2 months going forward, it looks like. More lore? Yes, please. We're also getting an isekai collaboration, as well as one from an anime that came out this year. Halloween Time gives us a new higher ranks in Retem, a new dual quest, a new urgent quest, and 4 more limited time quests. And of course part 3 of Chapter 6, plus new Alliance space enhancements, as well as new build parts. We're also getting a sci-fi anime collaboration. What that is, we can only speculate. Now for December, Christmas time, a new ultra hard standing party quest, a new dual quest, and a limited time quest. And of course, part 4 of Chapter 6, which I can only assume is the conclusion. And of course, new build parts, which I would assume are Christmas themed. Hey, come here a second. A little bit closer. Perfect. I smell a missed opportunity here. Where is the KFC collaboration? Where is the KFC Christmas bucket? Introduce the global people to KFC Christmas. Phantasy Star has collaborated with Kentucky Fried Chicken before. So why not rekindle that? Official KFC build parts, finger licking good. They also gave us a teaser of a new battle coming in August. The strongest enemy in Ark's history. That's a pretty bold statement there. Ark's has been going toe-to-toe with Eldritch Abominations for quite some time now. Looking at this thing, I am seriously catching some Episode 1 PSO Dark Falz meets Episode 5 Apprentice vibes. This looks like a really, really fun fight, and you know what? I'm here for this. This one must not have been in Zeffeto's files back in the day. Now we come to the cherry pick, operation report. People want the option to remove border lines when taking screenshots. They plan to add this in a future update when removing the UI. People are wanting numerical values for body sliders just like with accessories. They do plan to add this in the future. People are upset that they miss the concert buff if they don't happen to be in town whenever one's happening. They're thinking about adding a title task where if you go to enough concerts, you'll get the buff no matter what. Can you make it easier to generate high-level add-on skills? They said yes, they'll do something like that in the future. Would it be possible to raise the level of presets? They're planning on adding a system that lets you do just that. You'll take your base item and then your material item, which will have a set chance of upgrading that preset. They didn't say anything about blank items though. I want stricter penalties for quest ditchers and other such naughty behavior. They just said they'll investigate any reports they might receive and act accordingly. As per TOS, they plan to enforce penalties against those engaged in such naughty behavior. They more or less said, if you see something, say something. Just remember, if you're going to be a crazy Karen and drop a dime on someone because you don't like them, you may very well catch the 816 yourself. Next headline will be July 25th, where they'll discuss more about the upcoming August update. So, what are you looking forward to the most here? You know how much I love chopping it up with you guys in the comments section and on the streams. Come on by and hang out sometime. We'd love to have you. Anyway, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, to thine own self be true. Until next time, farewell.